hexadecimal meta characters. So the XHH hexadecimal meta character matches characters by the hexadecimal number HH. So let's take a look at an example of how you can match this character by the hexadecimal number in a string. So let's dive in. So in this example, we want to do a replace, not search this time around, of the hexadecimal character of suits. So what do we want to replace in our string? We want to replace every instances of where we can find O. So let's continue. So let test equals to visit California, Hollywood. That's my string. Then let me set my pattern on this. So I don't need the case insensitive flag, but I do need something else. I need this X that is coming from here, XHH. So the X is what will determine what the HH will replace. So now that I have this, let me assign its output to result variable. Let's go to match. Oh, sorry. This time around, I'm not doing match. I want to do a replace. As you can see here, you can see a global replace. So I will use replace instead. So then I can pass my pattern. And what do I want to replace? I want to replace the instances of O, and I want to replace it with what? Asterisk. So I can pass it like this. And then get out the output. And now you can see that this actually is not working. Why? We have instance of O. What could be wrong? What if I change this to double O? Let me see what happened. Sorry, O, not the. Just a moment. Let's inspect to figure out what the problem could be. Wow, there's no error in the console. So, okay, let's go through this. This itself is actually the string, right? And here, oh, I see. I am missing, I have the opening delimiter, which is the forward slash that you can see. But if you look at this, it also requires this backslash, which is what I am omitting from here. So I need to put it here. And once I have it here like that, this should work. Now you can see that all the instances of O are being replaced with asterisk. So this is the XHH meta characters for hexa to replace hexadecimal values. Let's continue. Then we have another one, UHHHH, Unicode hexadecimal meta character. So the UHHH matches a Unicode character by the hexadecimal number HHH. So for this one, you will see that it has a resemblance like the first one we talked about. So let's look at an example of how this also works with Unicode hexadecimal characters. So my editor once again, and this time we want to do a search, and we are not replacing a global search for a Unicode character with the hexadecimal code. So which hexadecimal code do we want to check? We need one. So let me just get one that we can use for the purpose of this demonstration. So just go with this, right? Now I can come inside my editor and set my string. So let me use the last example, then I can set my pattern. Opening delimiter, then the backslash. Then I can pass in my hexadecimal Unicode and a global search, so it requires a G flag. And the output can be assigned to this, and this time around we want to match pattern. And let's output the results. And now you can see that we have a capital W. So if we have something else, like maybe just something like this, maybe a name of a person. Now you see that there can be changes. Now we have double W. So every instance of where a Unicode is encountered, so it will extract it out and give it to us as a result. So it's extracted one from here and it extracted another one from here. So moving on, regular expressions also have methods. And let's take a look at some of the methods when working with that work are usually working with regular expression and see how they work, looking at their description. Now, regular expression search and replace can be done with different methods. The number one is match widgets. It returns an array of results. You can see that we've been using match a lot in our examples. Another one is the match all. So you can also do match all to return an iterator of results, which means that it can return more than one result when it iterates over the values. Then we have replace for widgets. It returns a new string. We also have replace all. You can replace a single item, and you can also replace all an instance of such item, which also returns a new string. Then we have the search for rejects. It returns the index of the first match. And we also have the split method rejects, which returns an array of results. So these are some of the regular expression methods that we have in JavaScript.